Hello, Internet. Today I'll be showing kind of a time-lapse video of me redoing floors on a new duplex I bought a couple months ago that I am moving into. Well, as of now, I'm moved in, but during the recording of this, obviously I was not. It's a little different than the first two videos that I've posted on here, so kind of the goal of this channel, well, there's two goals. One is to kind of hold myself accountable. There's a whole lot I want to do in life, and I think sharing it with others in any form will just kind of help hold me accountable. So this is one thing that I do in my spare time. So spoiler alert, I am not poor anymore. I was for a very, very long time. And the way I got out of it was by doing stuff like this. So I was in the military for a long time, did not have well, I shouldn't say a long time, did 4 years, but did not have a particularly great time, kind of soured my opinion on large corporations, whether they're government run or not. And I decided I didn't want to work for anybody else. And took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but I decided that real estate was going to be my way to freedom. And I'm not there yet, but I will say that by the time I'm 40, I will be a millionaire and I won't be working for anybody else but myself. So yeah, why am I sharing this? Really, there are two reasons. One, hold myself accountable. And two, especially when I was younger, I'm still young. I'm only 32, by the way. But when I was first trying to figure out how to find financial stability for myself, naturally, I looked online like, most people would do. And to me, it was very discouraging. Most of what you find online is going to be these talking heads who just tell you how to make money, even though the way they made their money was by being influencers, essentially. So they don't even know what they're talking about. And it drives me nuts. And not only that, but then there's the other side of things where you have people that are making very good money, but they're doing it in ways that I quite honestly think are disgusting. Like, for example, drop shipping. I think that's disgusting. You're selling garbage products to people that you say are your friends, you're following online, whatever, and you're just selling them garbage. That's really what it is. And there's so many different things like that. MLMs, there's the list goes on and on of ways that people try to make money easy and quick. And I feel like I want to show that you can do it with hard work. I know nowadays it seems very difficult to do things that way, especially because you're looking at everybody else and everybody else is taking the easy route, taking whatever free handout they want. But I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a free handout. Either you're going to be beholden to somebody or that free handout is going to be affecting somebody else negatively. But anyways, I'll get off my soapbox for a little bit. Let's talk more about what's going on here in my house. If you work on houses, you will probably notice that this is almost surely asbestos tiling. I never got it tested because I didn't have time and just needed to get moved in. But if you work on houses and you don't know what you're doing, just expect to run into things that are going to suck, that you weren't ready for. Any timeline that you have, double, maybe even triple it, and that's probably how long it's actually going to take you to do things. But that's okay because you're doing it yourself and you're saving yourself a ton of money. Just don't overextend yourself, don't over leverage, and you'll be fine. I should have said this at the very beginning of the video, but I am clearly by no means an expert on any of this. I've never redone hardwood floors in my life, and this process, I'm not gonna lie, it almost broke me so many times. I've been working on houses now for 10 years, and this was the project that I wanted to quit the most, surprisingly enough. It was a ton of work, and you're just on your knees the whole time, your back. It's just back-breaking work is what it is, especially this part. Trying to do asbestos removal as best I can with the bunny suit. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm sure I didn't do everything properly, but I at least tried to keep myself safe. So got everything on, and I'm just sweating. I'm sweating bullets the entire time I'm doing this flooring. We get this layer of linoleum up, and then getting the actual asbestos tile out from underneath was grueling. It was so awful, but it's totally worth it at the end of the day because I saved, I don't know, at least 10 grand, probably more because of what the cost of this asbestos remediation would have been. But you just have to expect that if you're going to get into trying to make money the hard way, it's going to be hard. That's why it's the hard way. That's why not everybody's doing it. And this right here is another phenomenal example. I know anybody that does flooring is just going to completely probably hate how I'm trying to patch this hole in the floor. But you can kind of see this is the master bedroom here, and there's a lot of staining in this flooring and in the closet. The floor is completely trash. So I know this floor in this bedroom is not going to turn out very good. I just wanted to get rid of the patch and make it a little bit more natural looking. So I got some sections of hardwood floor for free, actually, from Home Depot. They're not the same type of hardwood. The color's not the same. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need to move in. A lot of times people get decision paralysis where once they run into something they don't know how to do or they're afraid they're not going to do it perfectly, they just freeze and stop and quit. And I'm telling you, it is so much better to do things and do them wrong or just not the right or best way than to just not do them at all. One, you're going to learn so much throughout the process. Like, even though I'm not patching this floor perfectly, just doing this little section, I learned so much about patching hardwood floors, where if I ever wanted to actually properly patch this section, including the closet, I think I actually would know how to now. I don't know that I'm ever going to do that in this house because it might not be worth it. I might just go over the flooring in the bedroom because most of it's stained in garbage anyways. But now I know my options and I can do them myself, which is amazing. Anyways, I think I got off of one soapbox and got right back onto another one, but we're getting to the part that is the most satisfying, which is the actual sanding and sealing of the floor here. You'll see I decided not to stain the floor at all because it turned out a lot better than I expected, other than the bedroom that I was talking about. But I think for this part, we'll just do a nice little time lapse so you get to see the magic in action, and I'll shut up and play some music. I am so sore. My back has been on fire for the last 3 weeks. I didn't really record a whole lot of this because I just needed to get this rental equipment back. And these floors were so old. I was doing 36 grit in this room right here. I did 36 grit right here for like at least 10 hours. It was disgusting just to get these floors kind of nice and level. This is where all of that potentially asbestos was. Look at how nice this is. That's a little patch. I need to do something about that, but I still need to go in with my multi-tool just to get the edges, but I wanted to focus on everything I could do with the rental equipment first. Unfortunately, this bedroom is just not gonna be good. I didn't spend a ton of time on here just because it's so stained up. It's got my kind of crappy patch. And then all of that over there, So master bedroom here, it's kind of crappy floors, but honestly, I don't really care. Everywhere else looks great. But man, this was a very humbling experience. I've done a lot on houses. I've never tried to restore 100-plus-year-old floors. This is a new for me, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to quit so many times. So many times. I've been spending way too much time here, but it's all gonna be worth it now that it's finally almost time to stain these guys.